that. He's like, oh yeah.
I'm a dude.
Hello Facebook, it's Brews With Dudes. We are live down at North End Pub. It is May 4th. We're celebrating with some Star Wars stuff. We're wearing Star Wars t-shirts. And by we, I mean I am the only one.
Yeah. Yep.
People out there are a couple Star Wars shirts. We're watching some Star Wars, we're going to do some trivia, and we're going to drink a bunch of Star Wars themed beer. Just kidding about the last part. That's a lot.
Comics Network.
Yeah, that's it. So,
Production.
I can't be brought back. I don't think.
Listen
go
to
dark,
Dungeons with
don't go back.
Dudes.
I guess Vader kind of.
I thought there was one more.
Still a chance for Tyler.
The whole Great Jedi thing.
Jar Jar definitely went dark and then came back. No, actually, he was good and then he became evil. But I think he ended good.
I think he was just all evil.
I think he was always evil. Maybe.
I'm a big fan of the Darth Jar Jar theory.
I was actually talking to him and his buddy over here a little bit ago about how we wouldn't have the Star Wars characters we love and all that if it weren't for Jar Jar. So Jar Jar is the reason we have all the Star Wars love. It would never happen without him.
Let's drink these beers before we debate that theory. Yep. So we've got 3 beers tonight from Cigar City. They are out of Tampa, Florida. I'm not sure how long they've been distributing here. I don't feel like it's very long.
It's under a month. For sure.
We're getting into that, and then we've got a couple from 4 Day Ray.
What is that? Said early birds at it again.
Yeah.
Getting that earworm.
I think I saw some at Eastway the other day in Cigar City.
I like Eastway.
Yeah.
All right, so what's this first one we got?
Highline. It's like their standard IPA.
Yeah. It's the most noticeable one. You see it on the shelf. It's got nice color.
I think that's what I saw at Eastway the other day.
Orange and green.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys know what Highlight is?
Yeah, the game.
Yeah. I didn't realize. We were talking about earlier. So many people don't know what Highlight is.
What's Highlight?
It's a sports one where they put the crazy bamboo thing, take the ball and throw it 180 miles an hour and scoop it and spin.
Oh, the scoops and that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I just never knew the name of that.
Dangerous
Off a wall ball, but yeah,
Yeah.
times 100. Like you'll
Those
die.
things are just...
Pretty much a rock. It's not a baseball.
It's like,
pretty much
hey,
a rock.
racquetball is kind of dangerous. Let's make this insane.
Yes. They got real. No. Racquetball's high life for pussies. I mean, that's real.
No, there's actual, like...
So they're in
They
Florida.
actually
Do
play that.
a lot of high
Yeah,
strong.
yeah, it's like a South American.
That's what I thought.
So
yeah.
Florida's really it. I feel like it's the only place that actually plays highlight.
Actually, thinking about it, there's a scene in Tron where they play a game similar to Highline. Where they're playing the scoops and they're throwing it and bouncing it and taking out people's handles on their...
It's a badass highlight.
It's like Highlight.
I love Tron.
The
first one.
Tron pinball game.
Oh yeah, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It apparently didn't do well at the box office, which I don't get. I thought the Legacy was amazing.
See, I thought
Did anyone else see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
The remake of Tron?
Not a remake, it was a sequel,
right? But way later.
Yeah.
I think I did. I remember seeing the original one.
Well, it was like...
in college, and then I thought I watched that.
I think it was the first movie where they used the CGI to get somebody younger, and it was the first time they did it, and it was like... There's definitely scenes where it was very noticeable, like when he's doing the real world stuff, but when you're in like the grid, it looks perfectly natural.
That's one of the more confusing movies where like you see a bad review and you're like, this person's just being a dick. It was like universally panned, like no one liked it, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like there wasn't CGI that was so bad that and I just really enjoyed it a lot. And I think a lot of people said the acting was really bad, and I'm like, I wasn't turned off by the acting.
I've seen a lot of shitty movies lately. A lot. Yeah. I did not think that was a shitty movie. I liked it.
It's so weird when a movie says that they made $200 or $300 million in flops. I'm like, I don't get it.
Did you see the Watson and Holmes?
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, that's terrible.
We actually saw
those
it, guys.
I agreed that. Well, first of all, it was never ever gonna win awards.
No. But I didn't feel like it was like the normal.
Well, I thought it was... Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I know what you're probably gonna say. Like, I don't know. I just didn't find it as funny as I think. I think those dudes are hysterical.
It was not their funniest movie, but I was refreshed by it because they've done a lot of really bad ones lately.
Yeah. Now I will say this: is I did love fucking Jackie Moon I love that. Fucking Semi-Pro's hilarious. And I remember when I first watched it, I thought it was very okay. It was one of those movies as I watched, I was like, alright, this is fun.
We came back to it again later.
So I should probably rewatch it.
No, I really liked it. I think I saw it twice.
You're in trouble, Austin. You see this cat? You see this dude just walk in?
Red shirt.
Dude, this dude is definitely challenging the mustache man right now.
Oh my goodness.
It's a solid mustache. Sorry.
But anyway, but no, I saw it twice. I saw it once, and then I had Nick come watch it with me because there's so many like quotes and stuff I wanted to do with him that it was just like, can't do it because I don't want to spoil the freaking movie for you.
I would watch it again.
And I enjoyed it. I thought it was, I thought it was funnier the second time around. But it was this, I caught a lot of people like, man, I was totally expecting like Step Brothers and like Talladega Nights and all stuff like that. And I'm like, you're like, you're coming in with these super high expectations of these movies that you love and you quote all the time, and you expect to come into this movie and immediately just
they have to be 1800 jokes.
That's what makes my life easier when I watch movies, is I don't expect anything. People are like, I've been watching Star Wars my entire life and this movie fucking blows. I'm like, it's a movie about laser swords and space fights. What did you expect? I expect little. Don't expect anything.
I expected something like, why couldn't we get better lightsaber fights like we used to get? Do you not remember the first three? How many lightsaber fights have you seen?
I'm perfectly torn.
Three?
Because
You saw the one with Obi-Wan and Vader.
That was barely a fight. That was more of a...
Yeah, and the New Hope. And then Empire Strikes Back, you saw that. Mostly just Vader throwing using force to throw crap at Luke the whole time, and then beat him off a rail and cut his hand off. And then
I feel like we've had this conversation several times, and I always go, I thought they did a good job with Phantom Menace in showing like a badass fight. You never really had a crazy badass lightsaber fight, and then you had that 2-on-1, and then it was like people were like, yeah, that was badass, and then 2, they just pumped that shit to 110%, and you're like, not like that. Tone it down.
And Yoda fight was a little over the top.
That was the best fight ever put to tape.
I actually love the General Grievous Obi-Wan fight. That was
I like Star Wars ended in '83, and everything since has just been like, let's do it again. So I don't get.
Okay.
I like it. I'm just saying I don't get when people are like, Episode 8 was trash, and I'm like,
I'm still gonna love it. I still get enjoyment out of watching.
I must have really strong fans out of it.
Yeah,
like that sucks, and I'm like, no, it was good. So like, what about the plot? I'm like, I wasn't paying attention to the plot.
yeah. But it's like at this point though, like you're only going into the 8th movie if you've already been like an avid fan for 7 films. You know, it's like.
It's 10 now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't count all of them, yeah. But I feel like, you'll read reviews online where they're like, just digging into it too hard, and it's just kind of like, start with a fresh film.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah,
just
it's
enjoy
like
it.
at this
Just
point,
sit down
all
and
that's
enjoy it.
left
Why
is,
pick it apart like that? If you can make a better Star Wars movie, go out and fucking do it.
I like the idea. Then I don't know how long this hiatus is gonna last, but I hope that they come back fresh. And like, all right, let's actually try to get people in on it, because when people boycotted Solo, it's like they listened. Yes.
Why? Yeah. No,
because they didn't like it before it came out. They boycotted it before because they didn't want it.
Yeah. It was actually a big Rotten Tomatoes thing.
We could sit here for another hour or two and say what would be better than Solo.
Binks for sure.
Binks.
I need
give me the Jar Jar Binks story that everybody
I don't know
wants.
if I can trust anything that comes over. I feel like he's
Man, I'm an idea, man. I got a lot of great ideas. There's some bad ones you gotta sift through.
But I still enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was a great movie. I'm not saying it was one of the best Star Wars movies. But it was good. I liked it. Did I want to see a fucking Han Solo movie? Not really. But it was
Really,
good.
when I first heard about it, I was like, man, give us anything else. But then I watched it and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to complain about this movie, because I was kind of an idiot for being all angry about it, because you know what? I got a really good story, and it told me everything that was like, the whole legend of him coming into him. No, he wasn't,
He's just
well
someone
known.
I didn't necessarily.
It was before he got famous, and he wasn't like this big time like. What am I thinking of?
Well known. Like he's a well known smuggler. And
Yeah,
shit.
it's a smuggler. He wasn't like a well known smuggler. He was just this kid coming into his own and just.
It was kind of cool seeing him have feelings,
Yeah.
and you kind of see where
Why he doesn't?
he starts to lose it. And then of course,
I enjoyed the holiday special, so
So then, yeah.
is that the tour?
it's like you don't want me to invite you back. Like,
I thought we were just talking beer. I didn't know we were gonna.
Yeah, we're supposed to be.
Guayabera. Is this how you say this? No one knows. I would.
Oh, we going into the next.
Yep.
well, before we do, we need to talk about the one we just drank.
Because we didn't say
yeah.
that.
I thought it
The
was
highlight is great.
It's,
like a tropical, like very citrus.
The hop profile is very strong. Like you can definitely get the hop flavors from it. It's very upfront.
You guys said the can. Like I got the can. Like the taste.
is this the one we're
Yeah,
drinking right now?
absolutely.
Yeah, the Guayabera.
No,
No.
it's when we're getting ready to drink.
Wait, the highlight was
That's
the first
the
one.
one.
That was my bad. It tasted like that was the next one.
No,
The
I
highlight
started
was the
drinking it.
very
And
first
it's
one.
like,
I mean, it's very strong for sure.
So
Yeah.
try to pronounce this one, or whatever we're doing.
Not the brown.
the Guayabera.
That's probably it.
Guayabera. Guayabera.
I'm gonna go with that. It's closer to what I said.
Yeah.
God damn it. Or at least it was empty. What do y'all think? I don't have any idea.
It's guano berry, but
You think it's Jar Jar?
it's the best. That's how that's what I read.
Alright, this is a Citra Pale Ale. Let's not waste any time.
Cheers.
Was the Highlighter, how do you pronounce it? Was that pale or IPA?
It's like the regular IPA. I think it's 7.5%.
No, I grabbed this up and sipped it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's good. And I was like, wait,
So what do you think of it?
it's great.
It's light for a pale. A pale usually got a thicker mouthfeel.
I think it's close to 6% too.
Is this also Cigar City?
Yeah.
This tastes like a muted highlight.
Yeah.
Like a highlight
Can
light.
you just turn the volume down a little bit?
Highlight.
That one.
High life, like.
Yeah, highlight.
Just,
Well, I like both of them. Do you like them, Nick?
Yeah, they're
oh
good.
yeah, definitely. But
The highlight was very
is like
citrusy.
7.2, isn't it?
7.5.
And then what's this one? Do we know?
I think 5.5, 6, somewhere there.
That I've been leaning more towards near 5 lately because when I get drinking ones that are over 7,
You can only drink so many, and then you're just
but see, I don't really know when to stop with that problem. So I'll drink 5 or 6, 7% and then eat.
And then the jump
wasted. And by that point, you're like, you don't quite realize it, and you're like, man, I would go for another one. And then you don't realize you need to stop until it's too late to stop.
There was a whole period of my life where I was drinking a bunch of Two Hearted before I realized how strong it was. Like it has a strong taste, you know, but I never considered the ABV. And I found out, and I was like, that's why I've been getting just fucking trash. So I used to put those down.
Yeah, we did lots of.
I used to do the same with all day IPAs because they're so easy to just
Oh,
crush.
yeah.
And I'd get home from work, start playing some video games, and I'd smash through like 4 or 5 of them, and I'm like, man, I am getting lit.
We put it to the test when
And I keep playing. Time I was playing Destiny, I was like, man, why am I like having such a shit time shooting stuff now? I was like, oh, because I'm getting fucking
when you
drunk.
stood up and you're like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I was like, man, I've got to pee. So I go pee, and then that's when I'm like grabbing my 5th beer, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's been an hour, and I've smashed 4 of these. That's why I'm like, I can't shoot straight because I actually can't really
This
shoot
one's
straight.
close to crushable. I could probably throw the
Duro.
No, this is the
Citrus though.
Jar Jar.
The Guayabera.
No, but I definitely like those beers. Both kinds of citrusy.
Yeah, this one is Guayabera. I can sit down and just start smashing on that.
Good stuff.
It's that one you're like, man, real hot day, just got done mowing the lawn. You had one on the lawn, but you're like grabbing one to just like refresh yourself in the shower and just smash this thing while you're just cleaning up.
My lawn looks awful. Some asshole who, so there's a little bit of land between my house and the next. like a good 100 feet, 100 yards, something. I don't fucking know. Those are two totally different measurements.
They both have hundreds of them, so it's close.
Right. So somebody was mowing like the little strip of sidewalks. They were mowing the strip closest to the street.
Yeah.
And the moment you do that, you're able to see that my lawn is way too fucking large.
It's been raining for the past 4 days.
Yeah. Dude, you had literally probably one day the last 10 or 11.
Yeah, I moved my
We just
front
got this load like today, and I've been trying for like 11 days.
I
No,
mowed
I-
my yard like 2 weeks ago, and then again like 2 days ago.
I looked at my lawn Wednesday because I mowed it Friday. I mowed it last Friday, and then Wednesday I was looking at it. I was like, I can mow it. I was like, oh, it's not all that long yet. Like I can wait until this weekend when it's not just raining and wet all the time. And then I get home today and it's just almost triple the length.
I really wish I didn't have to mow it, but I've gotten notices from the city, and it always happens when, because I used to work summer camp, so I would be gone from mid-April through May, right when it's time to fucking mow, and they're just fucking mean. They're like, we're gonna come back in 3 days, and if it ain't mowed, we're mowing it, and we're charging you, and we're giving you a citation. I'm like, I'm in the middle. I'm not in the middle of town. Like, I'm not fucking.
Yeah, that's
country
really
somewhere.
weird for where you live. I feel like
Yeah.
I would get those when I was working night shift. At the time, I'd be working like 10-hour days, 6 days a week, and like my only day off, like it'd be like this time here where it's raining constantly. And it'd be like it'd be raining all morning. And by the time I'm going to work, it's just letting up, and then I'd be at work. So the only times it wasn't raining, I'd be at work. So it would just take me like a couple of weeks to actually finally get to my lawn, and I'd be getting these notices on my door, then like threatening letters saying, next notice, we're gonna just start doing it, you're gonna get charged, you're gonna be fined, yada yada yada. And
It
I'm
kind
like,
of feels like a decent way. Like, we're gonna charge you $25 to mow your lawn. I'm like, okay, tight.
What do you do again next week?
I'm sick of my fucking mower.
You get my Can
I actually hire you?
every Monday.
Right.
Come on.
Seriously.
yeah,
I don't like I don't like having to. I don't like that I have to do it, but I do like doing it.
It's
It's therapeutic.
I like getting out and mowing my lawn. It's
feel good.
It works. My mower has been funky for like a year and a half.
I really enjoyed like the thought of like I tell it I was like, well, we went and murdered some nature today.
Yeah.
Lots of
How many colonies of bugs did I just destroy?
It's like, and how many pieces of like plants did I just cut down and
Decimated.
There was something running through my lawn, so I have a ride mower, so I jerked to avoid it, and I hit like for your grill. Tom had thrown one of the grates in the yard, and
Oh, God.
it destroyed the grate and turned off my fucking mower. I had to flip the goddamn thing over.
Got him.
I remember that time I came over there and I ripped a couch from your mower.
We're fucking done. I'm sitting here bitching about my mower not working, and it's like, because for so long I would just say, I don't fucking care. It's a mower, it's fucking powerful, it'll blast over this shit. No, it won't. It's gonna fuck it up. And now I'm regretting my terrible decision.
Now it's fucked up.
It's like a $1,500, $2,000 mistake. I do it 20 times. Stop. Like, Nick, go clean the yard before you fucking turn the mower on.
You know that area of mowing right there? Yeah, we burned 30 couches there now.
So many couches. So many messes. I'm ready to do another fire.
I'm ready to do another fire.
It's about that time. It's fire season.
I do like
Oh, I can find a couch
love
around. There's
everyone
no
like-
problem with that.
I got a couch by 3 weeks ago.
Nick and I actually took a couch off of Tweaker's porch because we were told we could.
It was so-
it was like the sketchiest, like, we need to go now, run.
I say we introduce this beer and we tell that story. That's a good story.
Speaking of fire, Maduro, named after the cigar, brown ale, Cigar City. Makes
It's
sense.
super good. I just had one.
All
Chris
right.
was telling me the other night, he's like, that's the best beer I've ever had. Get it? Yep. And I was like, all
Before we
right.
were talking, like lately, it has been awful on the brown ale front. Like I drank the last 6 or 7 brown ales.
Oh, that is good. It's got a nice smoky, like, it's like, oh man, I drank this. It tastes like, oh man, I'm just smoking really good cigar and I took a gulp of my drink and it just like mixed it all in there like
If you
good.
smell it, it smells like cigar.
If you like drinking cigars, it's this
But it's like in a good way.
Yeah,
In a good way. It's not that like, oh god, this is gross. It's like what people like describe as smoking a good cigar.
It's very roasted.
Roasted, rich flavors.
It's got a good flavor. It's from a lot of those brown ales. It just tastes uncarbonated, and it's like there's nothing to it. It's
Tastes like Quebec.
Or like dirty.
yeah, there's nothing to it. No flavor, no. You know, because you read the back of a brown ale, and you're like, bullshit. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And you read the back of this, and you're like, yep, okay, cool.
Yeah, that is what I got.
Those brown ales just taste like dirty water.
Full body, malt forward, fruited, flake oats. Yeah, we have been having a rough go of the Browns lately. We had 2 or 3 in a row that were just bad. Right when I started getting, we were all like on board. We're like, yeah, the Browns are great. And then we drank a bunch of awful ones. Like, well, that's a mistake. So one night, I believe it was after a tap taker, Austin and I wanted to have fire. And we just, I don't even think we asked for a couch. But one of the guys, Mike Smith, who just knows what we mean by fire, like we're gonna burn some shit. He comments and goes, I think my brother's got a couch you guys could burn. And I hit him up, I'm like, can we really pick up this couch? He said, yeah, go for it. And he gave us the address and said, you can just go pick it up off the porch. So we go to take this couch off of someone's porch that we do not know, and they're tweaking out inside. They're not having a good go. They don't
You
know.
can see them peeking in and out of the window, and you can hear them running
Like
back
they
and
didn't
forth.
know
like,
that we were what we were doing. I'm like, Mike, did you even ask? Or did they say this 2 weeks ago, tweaked out, saying like, we need to get rid of this couch? And you're just going, oh, they said they need to get rid of it. Like, please let them know that we're coming.
Right. I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, that's what we're afraid of because I was paying attention. I was like, oh, let's strap this down real quick because it's kind of loose. And Nick's just like, no, we gotta go.
I was
he's
scared.
like, he's
I was
literally
scared.
like freaking out. And I look at him, and I can see like the fear in his eyes. And he's like, they're right there. Somebody just opened the door. Go. And we took off, and there was a door opening up as we're taking off. It's gone.
So you might have stolen it.
Yes,
There's a chance.
there's a chance we stole a couch from the tweakers and just set that bitch on fire.
Maybe Mike was just trying to play a prank.
The people
Or
say,
he
yeah,
was friends
here's
with
an
them,
address.
and they go hang out on the porch.
Or it's somebody that, like-
goddamn couch.
And the thing is, it was right next to the theater right there.
Yeah.
And I bet it was like he parked in the back, and these people pissed him off. So he's all like, "I know where you can go to get a couch."
Fuck those guys.
And like, fuck those guys. They were sitting on that couch being dicks. You know what? I'm gonna have my friends fucking burn it.
So we're jumping into the next one. This one. So we're jumping from Cigar City. Those were great good time.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Brett and I today went down to Indy for a pinball tournament. So we stopped.
terrible.
He did. We stopped at a couple breweries, and one of them was 4-Day Ray, which is the name. Does anybody know what 4-Day Ray means?
I just read the cancer, yes.
It is when it has to do with railroad workers. When you would take. I don't know what it has to do with.
It's on the
I'll just
can.
read it. I'll just read it. All right. 4-Day Ray is railroad slang for an employee who habitually calls off work 1 day a week.
Oh, I work out or somebody like that.
My grandpa used to work on a railroad. A fusing rail.
Everybody knows that first.
So this is an American Blonde Ale. It's called the Blood Orange Blonde. It's 4.8%, not too bad at all. Let's dive on
Oh
in.
my god, that smells like
Crush.
what I need.
I thought you poured crush on soda and then cut it.
So good. So good.
That
So
tastes like
you have the quaff on.
That tastes like if you had more.
Which one do you like better?
I would totally get
That one's got more
more.
icy more. It's like
I got
McDonald's icy.
It's got a more dominant flavor.
Wait till you try this next one. I was a little weary of it, but
Those two.
it's so good.
This is
talk about this.
This is so good. I'm like afraid to drink more because I don't want it to be gone.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like orange, but not like I thought it would be too orangey, but it's
like
kind of like
It's kind of like
subtly-
somebody took
Yeah.
like McDonald's
aggressive.
orange high C that was just the best and decided to brew a beer with it.
But they used a little bit of it because that stuff, like you could rip paint off a car with that stuff.
That stuff was so good though. It was like the only reason I went to McDonald's.
It
to
tastes
get orange iced tea.
juicy. It's almost
And
like
100 McNuggets, but like, mostly for the orange iced tea.
100 nugs. 100.
Nugs.
We need ducks.
if I had $1 for every time I texted that, we need a
Usually to Zach.
Almost always.
Zach is usually the
Probably have
receiving
$1,000,
That'd be great.
right?
Brett, I think Brett and I were hardcore considering buying an $800 Lego set today.
Yeah, kind of.
It was the Falcon.
Why not?
It was the Millennium Falcon. It was every bit as big.
4,300 pieces.
About 6 inches from each side of the tip. It was that big.
Oh, like the one that fucking Harrison Ford smashed on a talk show.
Was it? And then
Yeah.
they had a Death Star too. So it was a Death Star, but it was open. So they had different scenes and stuff. It was, oh man.
Well, yeah, it was. I want to say it was Leno. He was on there, and he was talking about like it was by that time it was well known that he didn't like Star Wars and stuff, and like he was kind of joking around about it. And he kind of made a joke about smashing it right before the guy brought it up, and he goes, "Oh, hey, can I see that?" And he just, "Oh, oops." And just like tosses it and smashes. You can see the guy's like heart break because he sat there and went through and built it. And he's a hero. So like, the guy like walked off and Harrison Ford's just like kind of smoked like, fuck yeah.
They had a model, but they didn't have the box. They had a box for the Death Star. The Death Star was 4,000
Yeah,
pieces.
sorry, yeah. So the Death Star was 4,000. I would say the Falcon's probably close to 800 more pieces.
It was way bigger,
More intricate.
but we weren't sure if the Falcon opened it up. Like the Death Star was like inside it was more stuff. It wasn't hollow. We weren't sure about that. I felt like we were like we didn't say it, but I felt like we were listening there going,
You want to get joint custody of this?
right. It was fun. It was like I think it's gonna happen.
We're gonna get joint custody of something that stays at my house all the time.
I'm trying to convince the brew guys when we're trying to open the brewery. I'm trying to convince them that would be a cool thing to have like there where you've got like a ledge to just have badass Lego pieces like that, like monsters. Like they had you'll like this. They had Hogwarts with a fucking castle. It was monstrous. Out of Lego, so cool. Out of Lego, yeah. Okay, so we're at the last one. This is another one from 4-Day Ray. It is lime and the coconut. It is also an American recipe. I don't really think anything else.
What, that song?
Yes.
Oh,
the song.
All right.
I'm taking
Yep,
baby sips.
big
I
fan.
know it is.
I'm a big fan of coconut.
The lime is so subtle.
Yeah.
It's weird because at first when I was like, I did not like that. And then as it settled, I was like, no, that's good.
It took a couple sips. The first one was like, ooh, that's a lot of coconut. And then a couple sips in, we're like, oh my
Well,
god.
I got that coconut stout off Thursday because you're like, I don't like this. And you told me what it was, and I was like, that sounds amazing. And then I drank it, and I'm like, that was fucking great. And then I drank like 4 of them.
Oh my god.
Like, I
There's
finished
way
them all.
too much coconut in that one for me.
Oh no, it was great. I finished off
I've
like
had a
that.
few coconut stouts and porters that I really like. But they're always like, coconut's kind of sweet. It's one of those like, I can't have more than one or maybe two. It's like I could. Yeah.
That was one of my favorites to go at.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, at
Also,
6th Street Dive, they had Death by Coconut there.
Yeah,
It was
like
by,
I had that at
No, I like it. Like I said, like,
I think it was by an Oscar
when I
winner.
first went
here,
my
please
very
don't.
first day
I went to last
where I
time.
like I got that. Yeah, just kind of settled out. Like,
I bet that was really cool.
It's a restaurant that started making beer. It's like a restaurant first and then a brewery second.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so their food's really good. Their beer's good.
I love their throwback IPA. They have,
Yeah. 4-Day Ray's fantastic, and the spot is really
so
nice.
fucking cool. I had the best salmon I've ever had in my life there. Like,
It's got to be. They put money into it. It's a real nice spot. They got a bunch of nice whiskey.
Yep.
They've got a separate bar area where you can see all the brew tanks and whatnot. And it was a big system.
yeah,
I bet it's a 20 or 30 barrel system.
had to be.
It was huge. Got real quiet in here, honestly.
the air turned off.
Well, I think it's about time. What do you guys think? Did you have a favorite?
I love the.
I would say the brown just because I had lost faith in it and it brought it back.
Yeah, that's good.
I really like the lime and the coconut.
That's my favorite.
What was that?
The Jar Jar Binks.
The Goya Vera.
Goya bear.
That was really good. But the two
4-day race.
4-day race was great. I can't choose between those, but the Star City and the one doing the tap over right now. The Goya Vera was my favorite of that.
That was my favorite of the cigars. I did like the brown ale because it kind of reminded me of the porter a little bit, which I do like because most brown ales, like you said, I've just been let down by. But if I had to pick a favorite beer out of all of them, it's got to be the lime and coconut.
We got I guess both the lime and the blood orange were both American pale, but in Cigar City, the pale ale was a phenomenal pale. An IPA was a great IPA. The brown was a great brown. I don't know. I'd probably say either the highlight or like the brown so much too. The brown is a really good brown.
Finally a good brown.
Yeah.
That would be the one I'm drinking next.
There's a bit of a drought in good brown.
Yeah,
I thought, like,
There's a
sometimes
brown
I think about
Brown
it.
drought.
You should almost sometimes ask,
Constipation.
when you stand up and go back to the bar, what do you got to order?
Well, obviously not these.
Highlight. I'm gonna go get the highlight.
I'm gonna get the. Oh my god.
But I hadn't tried the Guarabara yet, or whatever it is. And I really like it. It's not often that when we do one of these things that every single beer is good, and Cigar City killed it. Hopefully we can get some more stuff. So. Cool, I think we're going to call it. If you're watching live on Facebook, get down here. We're getting ready to do Star Wars trivia. It's going to be fun.
We
Thank you
just
guys.
figured out our Star Wars trivia name.
Appreciate all y'all being on this.
Thank you.
It's fun, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Brews with Dudes.